Hey everybody, Wisdom here, 5:31 a.m. Monday, December 30th, 2013. I'm really tired. The heater just went out, not out, but like it's not cycling anymore, so I'll probably start getting cold again in a second. That said, we have introduced some SWAP Force Newlanders tonight. Started out with Scorp, moved on to Riptide, then Countdown, then the ladies of SWAP Force. We got Roller Brawl introduced. Starstrike, Light Core Starstrike's currently the character on the portal. That means now we're ready to move on to Smolderdash. Light Core Smolderdash available at launch. She has always been very limited, at least here in my local area. Wave 3 single, Smolderdash, her standard pose. Awesome looking pose in my opinion. Picked it up the other day at Toys R Us. I'm actually going to begin there, so we will pull Starstrike, get Smolderdash on the portal. This will be the first time she or her Light Core pose have ever graced the portal, so stay tuned for that. But what I will do, we'll come in here, back out, you'll get to see her intro animation.
A blaze of glory!
No accolades there, maybe next time. Her speed also 53 right now. It's plus 10 because of the 1 day speed bonus. She doesn't seem quite as quick as some other characters. She seems like wow, she looks impressive when you get the actual. This angle of her matches the figure almost perfectly. That character art looks also really cool. I'm going to go ahead and jump up here. Ooh, that was nice. Her idle animation. Let's see what her other one is. Okay, so she'll basically spin like a orb on a finger, and then she'll also like summon three and just kind of like have them float there like that. She looks really, I mean, she looks just like the figure, so that's pretty cool. She kind of runs funky, but her and Riptide, even though they've all been at like 43 speed, doesn't seem quite as nimble as some of the other characters. Nonetheless, that doesn't really matter if the attacks are awesome, so let's check that out. This will be her primary attack. It is the Flame Whip. 2639. She can rapidly use this thing. She looks like a beast. She would have been great for our health. She kind of looks, got that evil vibe. So I would have been cheap for that. Her secondary attack is a Solar Orb. That's, I guess, when she spun around earlier. Let's see what it does. That's kind of okay. Now what I have to do is actually shoot this at an angle, see if we can get it through several training dummies and maybe have it blow up before it escapes them. So 8 damage. Let's try it from up here. 25, I guess, was on the explosion. Now, based on Starstrike, let's see what happens. Okay, if I tap A, I can control the explosion. There's 38 there. 85. Let me try to explode it before still gets shielded. Yeah, I guess the thing to do is let me contact, get the 8, and do the explosion. 25 you could possibly have as well. But I'm thinking you could probably use the whip to hit it. Okay, so it looks like the whip is just blowing up. So let's go ahead and come in here. We'll read her story, then we'll kind of investigate what we should be doing there. Again, this is her first time ever on the portal, so I have zero experience with her. I've also never used her in the 3DS version. But come in here to collection, go to Spyro's Head, 6 Fire Element and 42 overall. there's Smolderdash on the bottom. That's a nice bottom row. Dark Blast Zone, Volcanic Eruptor, Smolderdash. They all tie in nicely. Again, Swap Force Newlander, Fire Element, Slogan, A Blaze of Glory. Let's check out her biography. Cool artwork there too. Smolderdash, Blaze of Glory. Smolderdash had always wanted to be a royal defender of the Fire Temple, home of the First Flame, a sacred torch that had been ignited by the original fire source. Once again, I've got Audio Slave songs in my head. Unfortunately, she had been born during an eclipse and was believed by her people to be cursed, which prevented her from such an honor. But when Chaos stole the flame and used it to light the candles on his birthday cake, it was Smolderdash who went after it. Blazing like a comet, she dashed into Chaos's lair, repelled the troll security force with her flaming whip, and retrieved the sacred flame just before Chaos blew out the candles. Smolderdash returned home as a champion of her people and was finally granted the honor of becoming a royal defender, but she graciously declined, having set a new goal for herself to help fight against Chaos as a member of the Skylanders. So, a very cool story there. Again, she was kind of shunned and spurned, scarlet lettered by her local people, if you will. And then, as so often is the case in history and reality, such people tend to be quite valuable and kind of save everyone despite being treated like trash. That said, Chaos not doing well with the ladies here. Roller Brawl had a crush on her, imprisoned her 4 older vampire brothers, ticked her off and has a sworn enemy, sneezed during the recession of a spell to banish the Skylanders. That, of course, brought in Starstrike, who cleaned house with him, and now Smolderdash. Chaos simply came in and was wanting to light it. Kind of feel sorry for him the most in this story. He just needed to light his birthday candles. I could see Glumshanks forgetting the lighter stick or something. He shows up at the wrong place in the wrong time and basically gets the full-on wrath of Smolderdash, and probably didn't get his cake. So, but again, these 3 new ladies of Skylanders SWAP Force each has a tie in their bio to Chaos, and Chaos gets the, I guess in this case, the hot end of the stick each time. So let's back out of there, come in now, we need to go to Skylander. Let's take a look at her stats.
Very
really
bright.
cool look there as we just kind of have her on this screen. Max health, 280, speed, box stock, she's 43. Again, it's Monday, so she's got plus 10. Armor 12, critical hit 8, elemental power, she got a plus 21, so she's at 46 instead of the original 25. Now, what I need to do is take a look at her upgrades, for the simple fact this will kind of tell me if I need to do anything different in the training grounds. She starts out with Flame Whip. Press Y rapidly to perform whip combos. Saw some 26s, some 39s, I think. Probably execute a couple more if we messed around enough. Secondary attack, Solar Orb. Press A to shoot a fiery orb. Press A again to detonate it. Again, it looks like that orb does 8 damage. Detonation 25 to 38-ish. First purchased upgrade. This looks really cool. Eclipse. Press X, that's her tertiary attack, to become solar charge for a short time, making all attacks more powerful. Eclipse need to recharge for a short time after it is used before it can be used again. So, nonetheless, I think that's going to be awesome just in terms of the aesthetics of it. Second purchased upgrade, solar powered. Speed is increased. Time to blaze through the Skylands. That's something that I love, and I think she's got an armor upgrade coming up based on her stat screen. Sunrise. Hold Y to charge a sun attack. Release to jump into the air and slam a huge sun into the ground. This is another one of those things probably going to look really cool, and then of course with her tertiary attack, Eclipse, I guess we can bump the damage up even more. Final purchased upgrade, now a Devo song stuck in my head. Whip It. Press Y to attack with more powerful whips that do increased damage. And of course, insult to injury after I already said the song stuck in my head. Whip It good. So I'll leave it at that. If you don't know the song, don't look it up. You will regret it because it will be stuck in your head. Not only now, but probably any time you play a Smolderdash. That said, she has 2 path options. The top one is Sun Forger path. It begins with Super Giant. Hold A to charge a sun into a Super Giant sun. Release to throw it forward, which deals more damage and hits more enemies. Second purchased upgrade here, Solar Flare. Critical hit is increased. We're seeing that again for like, what, the third or fourth time. Unleash the power of a Solar Flare. Personally, I'd love to have seen something else here and just heroics, even if it's just for new characters or kind of mundane box stock ones. Then everyone can have critical hit increase, you know. Final upgrade here, Sun Splitter. Press A to shoot a blazing sun at enemies. Press Y to strike the sun with a whip attack, causing the sun to speed up. Supergiant Sun splits into 3 smaller suns when hit. So that sounds interesting. That said, she's got the Sun Forged path down here. It begins with Solar Blast, which looks really sweet. Hold Y to charge a sun attack. Release to jump into the air and slam a huge sun into the ground, causing 5 smaller suns to shoot out towards enemies. What I can tell you right now, I am glad we have standard and light core. That way we get to take both these paths, showcase them each. Sunny Armor, once again, she's got not only the speed and the critical hit, but she's got armor. Sadly, critical hit and armor not tied in together, but still nonetheless. Sunny Armor, armor is increased so bright and cheery that enemies' attacks don't do anything to dampen the mood. Final purchased upgrade here on the Sun Forged path, which looks really cool, is called Sun's Core. Press A to shoot a blazing sun at enemies. Press Y to strike the sun with a whip attack and gain a fiery aura that damages nearby enemies. That's going to be, I think, so pretty much all her stuff. We're going to need to like purchase it and then see how it works, but it all seems promising and looks pretty neat. Her soul gem is called Smolderdash, quite fittingly. Note that it's not one word, it's 2. Perform the powerful Smolderdash when you press X while in Eclipse mode. This is one of those ones that kind of sounds wow powers. It might put out some significant damage. Hopefully that's the case. We'll kind of see how it goes. That said, let's back out of here. Again, my apologies. It's 5:40 in the morning. I'm pretty tired. Excited but tired, and I can't stop yawning. I think the biggest deal is I am slowly but surely turning into a block of ice. It is really cold. Bad Guy Basher, defeat 1,000 enemies. Fruit, eat 15 pieces of fruit. Don't take damage outside story mode. Win 10 PvP. Level up, get all the stuff. Enjoy her if you didn't box stock. Take 7,500 elemental damage, yada yada. Now, these last 3 are the most important to me. The fire specific ones here. Mega Melter. Defeat a total of 25 ice golems. You'll just want to remember that when you see an ice golem. Bombardier. Defeat a total of 30 enemies with bombs. Again, thus far in the game, I don't believe I've seen a bomb. If I have, it's been in small quantities that weren't memorable. Outside of Countdown, anyway. Now, Smolderdash's personal quest is called Event Horizon. Knock a total of 50 enemies into the air with your Solar Orb. So, apparently Solar Orb, that's her secondary attack that does 8 damage. I guess if it was a real enemy, it would knock them into the air. I'm assuming you can just do that 50 times and be done. There doesn't seem to be any reason to like have to chain it all in succession or something. So we'll back out of there. That is pretty much it for Smolderdash. I thought there's a small chance we'd read the upgrades and I'd have to like come in and we'd check everything out or something. Have to redo things. That said, it looks like that will happen. She'll become more complex, I guess, as we upgrade her, but so far so good. What I will do now in parts 40 when we introduce Light Core Smolderdash, I'll come in and I'll leave Smolderdash on the portal back out here to Woodboro so you can see her, and then with Light Core Smolderdash we'll kind of be able to compare them directly. That will be my last recording of the night because I legitimately am dead tired. It's 5:45 in the morning. Should be hopefully wrapping up by 6 a.m. But as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the blog, oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. Make sure you're subscribed. That will keep you up with all the latest. But that's that. This was part 39, the introduction of Smolderdash. We'll come in now, like I said, get her light core pose introduced for you. And we will have the direct comparison there. So stay tuned for that. Again, thanks for watching. I will catch you back here shortly.